Releases is a new product from Aviator that helps team manage releases across different environments and projects. The core of a release is a project. In this case, this is merge it, which is multiple services that get deployed together. And within a project, there can be different environments that you deploy the releases to. Additionally, there is changelog, which is tied to a release version. And as you can see, you take a release version and then you go and deploy that to different environments. So let's just take a quick example here. So let's say you have certain changes that have been merged, but they're not deployed yet. You can click on any of those versions and create a new release. When you create a new release, you can describe a release number and cut a new release. What this is going to do is it's going to start a new release and create a build. These build artifacts can then be deployed into production. So let me just quickly reload. As you can see, the build has started here. And once the build is completed, you can go ahead and try to deploy. In this case, you can see staging is deployed here. So I can click here and see the diff of for prod, let's say, I can see the diff of all the changes from the last time. For on-prem, it will show me from the last on-prem release what it was. I can also require authors to go and verify their changes. In this case, all the changes have already been verified. So I'm going to just go ahead and trigger a deploy. And this is going to trigger a new deploy. In case you have changes which need to be cherry picked, you can also take any of those changes and request a cherry pick, where you get an option to actually cherry pick across multiple different releases together. This also creates new release cuts with these cherry picks, and you can apply it to all of them together. Let's also take a quick look at the configuration. So in configuration, there is a Git tag pattern that you specify for a project. So if you have a monorepo where you deploy multiple different services from a single repository, you can define different Git patterns for all of them. And you can also define different code paths. So all the changes on those code paths get captured in your changelog. Everything which is not associated with those code paths will be ignored. So this makes it easier for you to look at your changelogs. And these are all the environments that have been defined. You can create a new environment and you can go and modify any of these environment values, where you specify whether you want all the PRs to be verified before you deploy, or you can choose like a deployment method. In this case, we're using GitHub Action and choosing a specific workflow that gets triggered every time we run a deploy. This makes the entire deployment process as well as rollbacks very straightforward. Give it a try and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.